How safe do you feel in your city? That's a question we often brush aside, cocooning ourselves in the illusion of safety. We stroll through our neighborhoods, lulled into complacency by the familiar sights and sounds. But behind this veil of normalcy, crime statistics tell a different story. In a world where over 400,000 individuals become victims of premeditated murder annually, it's high time we shatter this illusion. We must confront the harsh reality that in some urban areas, crime has become so rampant that law enforcement seems to have thrown up their hands in despair. Ignoring the facts doesn't make them disappear. It only empowers the problem. We must acknowledge the issue, face it head-on, and take steps to combat it. Because at the end of the day, we all deserve to live in a world that is safe and secure. But what happens when your city becomes synonymous with crime? Welcome to Caracas, Venezuela, a city where crime has become a way of life. Here in Venezuela's capital, the harsh reality of daily life is punctuated by the relentless rhythm of violence and fear. A once thriving metropolis, Caracas now stands as a stark testament to the devastating effects of unchecked crime. Let's delve a little deeper into the startling statistics that underscore this grim reality. According to reports, Caracas has one of the highest homicide rates in the world. On average, roughly 100 people are murdered every week, a number that's more than double the global average. But it's not just the numbers that are alarming, it's the stories behind them. Tales of innocent lives lost in broad daylight, of families torn apart by senseless violence, of children growing up in the shadow of fear. These stories echo through the city's narrow streets and sprawling slums, painting a haunting picture of a city held hostage by crime. So, what factors have led to this surge in violence? The answer lies in a volatile mix of political instability and economic crisis. The political landscape in Venezuela has been marked by uncertainty and upheaval, creating a power vacuum that's been exploited by criminal elements. Meanwhile, the nation's economy has been in freefall for years, leading to widespread poverty and desperation. This toxic cocktail of factors has created an environment where crime thrives and law enforcement struggles to maintain control. But amidst the chaos, there are glimmers of hope. Communities banding together to reclaim their neighborhoods, activists fighting for justice, and ordinary citizens refusing to surrender to fear. Because, at its heart, Caracas is more than just a city plagued by crime. It's a city of resilience, of strength, and of people determined to reclaim their home. Yet, the road to recovery is long and fraught with challenges. And until significant changes are made, the cruel dance of crime and violence continues, turning every street corner into a potential battlefield. In Caracas, stepping outside your home can mean stepping into danger. Next, we journey to Cape Town, South Africa, a city grappling with a different kind of crime. Nestled at the foot of Table Mountain, Cape Town is a city of contrasts, where the breathtaking natural beauty is often overshadowed by the grim realities of gang violence and drug-related crime. This is a city where the echoes of gunfire are as common as the calls of the seagulls. The neighborhoods of Mannenberg and Hanover Park are some of the hardest hit. Here, gang culture is deeply ingrained in the fabric of society, with many young men and women drawn into the life of crime at a tender age. The impact on the local community is devastating. Families live in constant fear, never knowing when the next flare-up of violence might occur. Drugs, particularly crystal meth, colloquially known as tick, play a significant role in this vicious cycle of violence. Tick fuels the gang's operations, providing a steady stream of income and a potent tool for recruitment. The drug's addictive nature traps users in a cycle of dependence and desperation, often leading to more crime as they struggle to fund their habit. But amidst the bleakness, there is hope. The city is fighting back, with organizations and initiatives working tirelessly to combat these issues. The Ceasefire Project, for instance, employs former gang members to mediate conflicts and prevent violence. Meanwhile, community policing forums are working alongside the authorities to reclaim their streets, and rehabilitation centers are helping those ensnared by the grip of addiction find a way out. Yet despite these efforts, the road to change is steep and fraught with challenges. The city's high unemployment rate and socioeconomic disparities continue to feed into the cycle of crime and violence. Cape Town, then, is a city caught in a delicate balance, a city where the stunning vistas of Table Mountain and the sparkling Atlantic Ocean stand in stark contrast to the gritty realities on the ground. Cape Town, a city where beauty and danger coexist. Now let's turn our attention to Detroit, USA, a city that has paid the price for economic neglect. Often dubbed the Motor City or Motown, Detroit was once the epicenter of America's automotive industry and a symbol of innovation and prosperity. But as the decades passed, economic neglect and industrial decline have left a deep scar on the city. The fall of Detroit is a tale of economic downturn. When the automotive industry began to shrink, jobs disappeared, and so did the people. As factories closed and employment opportunities dwindled, the city's population shrank by more than half in just a few decades. The loss of tax revenue crippled the city, leading to a decline in public services and infrastructure. This economic downturn has had a profound impact on crime rates. With fewer jobs and less money to go around, crime has been an unfortunate side effect. From petty theft to violent crimes, the city has seen a significant increase in criminal activity. The streets that were once filled with the hustle and bustle of a thriving city are now marked by abandoned buildings and a palpable sense of unease. Yet amidst the challenges, the spirit of Detroit's residents remains unbroken. The local population is striving to rebuild their city, to bring back the prosperity it once knew. Community leaders and ordinary citizens are working together to combat crime, improve public services, and create new opportunities. They're fighting to reclaim their city, one block at a time. But the struggle is far from over. The city is still grappling with the effects of economic decline. The police force is stretched thin, and the criminal justice system is overwhelmed. Despite some progress, the city's crime rate remains alarmingly high. For many residents, the fear of crime is a daily reality. Detroit, a city still fighting to reclaim its safety. Despite the obstacles, the spirit of Detroit continues to shine through. The city is a testament to resilience and determination. A city that refuses to be defined by its past, but instead looks forward to a brighter, safer future. So, what can we do to make our cities safer? First, let's take a moment to consider the power of community policing. This approach is all about strengthening the bond between the police and the communities they serve. It's about seeing law enforcement not as an external force, but as a part of the very fabric of our neighborhoods. Successful community policing involves regular patrols, community meetings, and collaboration with local organizations. It builds trust and understanding, creating a safer environment for everyone involved. Equally important is the role of youth mentorship programs. The youth of today are the leaders, innovators, and influencers of tomorrow. But without guidance, without role models, they can easily stray down the wrong path. Mentorship programs play a pivotal role in showing our young people that there are alternatives to crime, that they have the potential to be so much more. They provide resources, support, and a positive influence, helping to steer our youth towards a brighter future. Now, let's not forget about economic development initiatives. Crime is often a symptom of a deeper problem: poverty. When people struggle to find work to feed their families, they can feel driven to desperate measures. By investing in job creation, skills training, and local businesses, we can provide people with the opportunities they need to lift themselves out of poverty. Economic development is not just about improving the economy, it's about improving lives and reducing the desperation that can lead to crime. But all these initiatives, as powerful as they are, cannot succeed without one key ingredient: you. Yes, you. Community involvement is the lifeblood of these programs. It's the people of the community who know their neighborhoods best, who understand their unique challenges and strengths. It's the people who can reach out to their neighbors, who can mentor the youth, who can support local businesses. It's the people who can build relationships with their local law enforcement, working together to create a safer, more peaceful environment. And let's not forget about individual responsibility. Each of us has a role to play in making our cities safer. Whether it's reporting suspicious activity, volunteering for a local organization, or simply being a good neighbor, every action counts. Every positive interaction, every act of kindness, every moment of understanding brings us one step closer to a safer community. Your city needs you. Stand up, speak out, and support the initiatives that strive to reduce crime. Together, we can make our cities safer.